Have to get close on that one. This is my sound effect advice thing. We had to start over again because my pants wasn't zipped up.
Didn't tell people
My pants
that.
wasn't zipped up. I can't see with the tie like this, and you get dressed in these type of pants. And we started the show, and my pants wasn't zipped up, and I looked down, and my pants were unzipped. So it's like, we got to start over again. Okay? Yeah. It happens to all
timers.
But anyway, this is my sound effect advice. Sound effect device. Advice. Applause and crickets and rim shot and boo. And I described that before on the hey, let me, I like the crickets though. The cricket sound. Hear that cricket sound? I like to hear crickets in the summer, don't you? Not super loud, because sometimes they get right by the window and I have to go out like and shoo it away too much at night because I'm bothered by sound so much. But yeah, I like cricket sounds in the summer. And there's been a couple of summers that we've lived here that there's hardly been any crickets. It's like it's a bad season for crickets. Now, the last couple of years have not been that way, but it's Easter weekend and my pants are zipped up now. And I was going to wear my...
Yay, that your pants
are zipped up? Okay.
Up.
They are zipped, but it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell when you get the tie. It's
Is
like, it blocks this. See, I could have unzipped pants right now and you wouldn't be able to tell. And see, I couldn't tell.
Okay.
It's Easter weekend. We haven't colored the eggs yet. We're going to color the eggs first, but I wanted to do it in the kitchen, and the laundry room is right by the kitchen, and the laundry in the washer was making sounds. You know how it's washing sounds. You know. And it's like, I don't want to talk over that. Sounds. And your Oreo earring was turned a little bit.
All right.
Tell us about all the Oreos you've been eating lately.
I haven't had an Oreo in a year and a half.
Yes. I eat Oreos every day. Soup every day.
I used to eat them every day.
She did. She don't eat Oreos anymore because she's a stick figure now. And how many pounds did you lose?
73.
73 pounds in the last, what?
And I lost it in a year.
About a year. And she was so worried. It's like, I'm old now. I'm never going to be able to lose weight. Yeah, her goal was 40 pounds, and she kind of went over it a little bit. Yeah, so she's a stick figure now. And she didn't take the Ozempic shot or whatever.
No.
She actually works out.
I did it with hard work.
Yeah, she works out daily. She's in her bedroom for almost an hour every day. I don't see her for an extra hour because she's working out. Yeah. Is that it's not good. It's not good. I don't see her enough as it is.
Good for me.
I don't see her enough as it is. It's Easter, and we haven't colored the eggs yet. Just like I said, we're going to do it afterwards and put that clip in of me coloring the eggs with the dye. But I planned on wearing my Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat Pharaoh wig, but it was kind of messed up, and I would have needed to style it more, and I didn't want to style it more. I will put pictures and or clip of me in at the end of this, showing you for those of you that were interested, we were at our church, big production of Joseph's Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. She was one of the main narrators both times, and that means she sings throughout. And I was Pharaoh, and of course the star of the show. And I might not have been the best singer, but I can sing. Don't get me wrong. I can't sing much now, though. I'm 66, and I haven't kept up with it. She keeps up with it. She sings all the time. I did not. I don't have my range, and the range that I do have doesn't last very long because I don't keep up with it. So my voice is, I can sing the Pharaoh part, I think, though, because that's kind of in this cool, section where you're singing like this most of the time, and yeah. So yeah, I can sing that, but if I'm going up higher, I can't hold it very long. Anyway, we were in that, and we'll be showing you some of that stuff. And let's see. We're not showing a public domain movie this week, and for two reasons. I was going to show Joseph and the Brethren, which is a religious movie, and it doesn't really fit in with Spookshow gravy, okay? And it's like I'm kind of scooting too far to the left here, and we know what's on the left, Democrats. But we don't want to go that way, okay? So it's like I probably won't show that. We'll talk about the fact we were in Joseph and stuff, and I'll show you a couple things. But it is Easter. I'm trying to keep that in mind. There's a lot of horror movies that are associated with Easter. Are they as popular as? No, they're not run of the mill. Let me just read you a few. Bunny Man Massacre, Bunny Man Vengeance, Easter Bloody Easter, Easter Bunny Kill Kill, Easter Bunny Massacre, Easter Bunny Massacre The Bloody Trail, Easter Sunday, Easter Holocaust, Rottentail, Peter Rottentail, Cottontail with a K. Making me have a dry throat. And of course, we were just talking about this, 1972. I thought it was made for TV, but I guess it wasn't. Night of the Lepus. How do you say that? Lepus. Rabbit. Night of the Rabbit. It's a technical term for a rabbit. It was such a lame movie. The killer rabbits that were giant. They just filmed rabbits, friendly rabbits, just kind of jumping around and stuff. They did not look like killer rabbits. It was the stupidest movie. It was so bad. It was so bad. If you get a chance to watch it, don't. It was a bad movie. But I seen it back in the day. You remember 3 channels, choice of, what's ever the best, And, sounds like it was not interesting. You couldn't see trailers. You couldn't go online and see a trailer what the movie was like. So it was terrible. It was terrible. Anyway, we will be doing some public domain movies in the future, but not as much. Not because I still want to be referred to as a horror host, whether, like today. I'm still a horror host, but I'm not showing a horror host movie. I'm not hosting a movie today. Let me tell you what happened. 2 days ago, YouTube notified me that they were giving me a copyright strike. Yes, not a claim. A claim doesn't mean much of anything. It's just be aware that somebody does. And we don't monetize. In other words, we don't run commercials, so we don't make money off of our shows. And we don't try to. Somebody put a copyright strike on us for showing Santos versus the vampire women. Okay, I looked thoroughly and I re-looked thoroughly. It is in public domain. I think I inadvertently downloaded a better copy of Santos versus the vampire women that evidently when you take somebody else's movie and you clean it up, make it look a little more crisp than it would be, suddenly you own that movie? I don't really know, but evidently that's what I did, and some Mexican company said that I was using their copyrighted material. They don't own Santos. These people don't own Santos. They might have cleaned up this movie, and I got this copy, and it was better, so I used it. And YouTube is notorious for, usually when you are a basically good channel, I've been on here for like 9 years, and nothing, sure I have some claims. Everybody has claims that does this type of show, when you're using anybody's, and claim doesn't mean anything. For them to just right off the bat give me a strike for using copyright, they usually warn you and then tell you, can you take this down? You've had somebody complain. They did not warn me. They just took it down, strike. If you get 3 strikes on your channel in a 90-day period, they remove your channel. All your content is gone. They remove it. It's gone. You're gone. I've got 1 strike. I've got till the middle July for this strike to roll off. It's 90 days it rolls off. I don't want to make that mistake again. I'm trying to be really, really careful on the future public domain movies I show. I really did not think I was doing copyright striking on this one. It kind of threw me, and I'm not happy about it. I'm trying to do public domain movies, and I really thought that was okay, but evidently when you redo somebody else's copyrighted, non-copyrighted material, suddenly it's copyrighted? I don't know. I didn't see any watermarks or anything, so anyway, not happy. Our channel has a strike 1, and I want to make sure it goes away, okay? So that was the bad thing that happened on YouTube. They weren't cool about it. They're a multi-billion dollar company, and believe me, if I'd have been some big shot, like PewDiePie, for example, I could have shown Star Wars and they wouldn't have said anything. You know what I mean? Because they're making big money makers. So it's like, oh, we're not monetizing anything. You know, that's why people complain and do copyright or claims or anything. In case you start making money, they want a piece of that money. You know, I've got a 10-second song clip in this movie, and if you make $1, I want half of that dollar. That's what it comes down to. It's just plain greed. And we don't do money. We don't do money on here. We're not trying to make money on here. Good Lord. Anyway, that's the bad thing that happened. Yeah. What do you want to go to next? I'm not doing sections of the movie, so yeah, I can throw this card down. Okay. We do have a few motionettes I want to complain and show you about for Easter. Okay. So why don't we do that? I'll start. I have 4 motionettes total, Easter-wise. Okay. It's not Halloween-wise. It's Easter-wise. But it is Easter, so we're sticking with the Easter theme. Okay. I have 2 that work, I guess you'd say, and 2 that don't. Okay, I did not buy this one new. It does not work. Okay, it is a chicken with bunny ears. I still have all my bunny ears, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
I can't feel them. But yeah, chicken with, and I don't even remember what it did. It probably didn't do much.
I was going to say, does it even do anything?
Yeah, I can feel it would, like, it probably just goes like that, back and forth, back and forth. Doesn't work anymore. No reason, no corrosion, no, just doesn't work. Don't know why. Don't work. Okay, this one actually had the box, half box bottom on it, and I removed it to check out the batteries and stuff. It does not work. I took the batteries back out of it.
Oh.
Yeah, it used to be able to click. I don't remember what it did. I think it had something to do with moving the legs and stuff like that. Is this a Jimmy? I don't know. Your cottontail. It doesn't. I don't see the word Jimmy on here, but that, like there's a difference. You know what I mean? They're all junk. Okay. So we got a Peter Cottontail here, right on his tag, in case you didn't see it. Okay. And then I have 2 more, and if you want to say these work, I guess you could say it. This is a Hallmark thing. Okay, I'll show you what of it does work. Isn't that good? It's supposed to open up the chicken, and the chicken's supposed to like move around a little bit like that, and they're supposed to continue singing. That's a fully charged up batteries, ready to go. And if you look real closely, look at the mouth. His mouth moves too. He mouths it. I'll get close so you can see his mouth move. See, isn't that exciting?
Mm.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. 3. I've showed you 3. 1 works crappily. Okay? All right?
Is that a word?
Yeah, it is today. And then this one, the 4th, it doesn't work all the way either. It is closer than the rest. And I think is this a Jimmy or not? Ace. I don't know. I'm not seeing it on here. No, Dan D. Dan D makes a lot of stuff too.
So his foot taps.
But his ears are supposed to move around too, and they're not. Because he said, when I'm happy, my ears wiggle.
Oh.
Yeah, they used to wiggle. Gotta go up. Okay, he sang the song, he sang it all the way through. His foot does tap, but his ears don't wiggle anymore. So I've got 4 motionettes. 2 don't work at all, and 1 works very badly, and the other one works halfway. I didn't do anything to these but store them. Okay, nothing has hurt them. Nothing is. I told Patty today I'm going to announce officially, and I know everybody's on the edge of their seat. I'm done collecting motionettes. I'm not going to spend any more money on motionettes. Every time I go to use or try out or demonstrate a motionette, half the things I try to show don't work. They used to. I was going to say, what's that? Yeah, they used to work, but now they don't work. I have got containers out in the garage now that I've gone through motionettes. They don't work. They don't work. I'm putting them in here. They don't work. A lot of these up here that I've put behind me just to get them out of the way, they don't work anymore. They used to work fine. They don't work anymore. I am tired of collecting these motionettes, and they don't work. I'm just tired of it. This is a good group. These worked. They don't work anymore. And people say, well, you could, I know what they probably have the problem with. I'm not in the motionette repair business. I do not want to take apart motionettes and re-grease them and stuff. I'm not interested in that, okay? I like collecting them. I like getting them and cleaning them up a little bit. I don't want to mechanically take them apart. I used to, back in the day before we did this show and had the other show, before they took the whole channel off mysteriously. But, you know, all them videos were kind of blurred because it was equipment we could use back in the day. Anyway, I'm tired of collecting motionettes that don't work or don't end up working. If it plugs in, you're more apt to have it continue. But if it don't plug in, they end up going to the wayside. Okay, let's see. Before we go on to the other segment, is there anything you would like to talk about with the Joseph thing that we were in? We did the Joseph Amazing Technical Dream Coat. I was in my 40s, I believe. Deza was a teenager. It was before Dar was born, so she was...
The second time we did it, she found out she was pregnant.
So yeah. So it was like 20-some years ago. So, yeah, I was in my 40s.
She was about 20.
Yeah. So we were younger folk then. You can tell I had darker beard at that time. In the pictures, I look a little darker. I don't know if I was coloring it or not back then in the 40s. I don't really know. But my beard now is basically gone to white, and what left of my hair is pretty much going to white now, and that's just happened in the last couple of years. Yeah, I was accused before about, you color your hair, don't you? Because when I was like 60, 61, 60, my hair still had a lot of darkness in it, and it wasn't going gray. But no, I didn't. Now it is actually what's left of it. Jessica, do you remember years and years ago when we used to make a joke about me going bald because my hair was starting to recede, and I made the joke that someday, instead of washing my hair, I'll be able to take a wet washcloth and I can do that now. I can actually do that now. I can if my hair wakes up and I got to do something in a hurry, I can get up in the morning real quick, and what hair I have left, I can just take the wet washcloth and comb it down, and it stays in place, and I look like I've washed my hair. I wash my hair every day, that aside. But if I have to do something, real quick right in the morning, I can do that. I can just wipe my head off, and I'm clean, and my hair looks clean, and what's left of it, So, okay, but we had fun doing Joseph and Technical. I built all the props. I built all the back, everything you see that's a prop-wise and stuff that you might. I built all that. I made everything. Would I do it again? I don't. I look at some of the stuff I made back in those days, and it's like, how did I even do it? I worked 6 days a week, and I would build all this stuff, and I would, I'm not an artist by any means. I'm an Imagineer, I guess you could say, from like Disney. I'm an Imagineer. I can come up with some crazy stuff in my head, but I can't always do it. But yeah, I finished the Zoltan cabinet today. I got put on pictures on the Creature Preachers Facebook page. But I don't know. I had fun. It was fun doing it. I got to sing on stage, and that was good. And I liked doing the first show better than the second show. I liked the first show better because I wore short. I dressed more like Pharaoh dressed like in the Broadway show. And I should have stuck with that. Trying to do something different, I dressed more Elvis-y the second time. And looking back on it, that was a mistake. I should have just left it the way it was. I looked fine the first time. What would you like to say? Did you like your outfit the first time better or the second?
I don't even remember the first outfit.
Oh.
Because I keep seeing
Maybe
pictures from the second
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember. We had like the long skirt. It was more of an Egyptian look.
Mm.
I like the second one better.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the black.
Certain things were better,
With
and
the shiny tops.
We had fun. We had a lot of people that were doing stuff that was way over their head to be doing as far as performing like that. They weren't qualified singing wise and performance wise, but we had them do it anyway, and they had a good time. They had a good time.
They did the best they could.
They did
tried.
the best. We had to grab from who we had, and we did fine. We did fine. It worked out good. But like I said, at the end of this video, I'll show you some. I'll put up a few of the pictures, and I'm not sweating. I'm like itching a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, we got to color eggs. Well, I'm coloring eggs. She's filming it. That's about the size of that. Afterwards, not that that's an exciting thing. Okay, we will be showing. We're in the upcoming shows. I know what's going on all next month. Okay. Okay, I know the shows for what's coming up in the whole next month this time, and usually I end up changing it but I really can't this time because she works at a cemetery and she has 2 events coming up, Mother's Day and Memorial Day, in the month of May, 1 weekend apart from each other. That she has to be there all weekend, and we do the shows on the weekend. So on the beginning part of May 3, 4, 5, I believe, we're going to do a show on Saturday, we're going to do a show on Sunday, and Deza is going to co-host with me and guest on a show that we're going to do on Monday, and we're going to spread those shows out. So we have shows to show every weekend on Spookshow Gravy, and even when she's not able to do it, we're going to have them. We're not going to post all of them at one time.
We're going to make them ahead of time.
Yeah, make them ahead of time and then post them, and then we'll do one show at the in-between time. I think it's the 17th, and we'll be able to do a show, and I'll post that at the end of the month, the last show before we're going into Comic-Con. That weekend of Comic-Con, May 31st, June 1st, there will not be a show. I will be
May
posting
30th.
It's 31st.
No, there's only 30 days. No, there is 31 days.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I've been
the
doing
30th is Friday.
I've been doing this for a long
Sorry.
time. Yeah.
The 30th is Friday.
Right.
That's what
We have to be there on
in my
Friday.
head.
We'll have to be there on Friday, the 30th. But yeah, the 31st and June 1st, there will not be a official Spookshow Gravy show. I will be posting things on Facebook from the show, and I will hopefully have footage I'll be able to show you after that. But hopefully it all goes good. I'm very worried. I've been preparing for this for a long time, but if something can go wrong, it will. I guarantee you, it will. So, but I have me and Patty and Deza will be there, and then Dar and Jason will be there helping muscle things in. Luckily, I have Dar there. Mason can't make it that day, but he'll be there the rest of the weekend. But I'm very excited because our booth is so big, and no way I'll cover the cost of what we had to spend to set there. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. But what I was going into saying that we're going to be adding some sections to the show coming up. We're not always, I'm going to tell you right now, we're not always going to be showing public domain movies every show. I'm going to stagger that out a little bit because, number one, I got a strike against us, and I'm pissed off about that. And yes, I am. So I'm going to be a little leery about that from now on. And nobody watches that part of the show. If you're going to watch the part of the show, you're not going to watch that. So I'm not going to worry about it as much, but I'm still calling myself a horror host, whether it's okay or not. I'm doing it. Anyway, but we're going to be adding new sections to the show. We are going to be eating some weird stuff, and to see what kind of a reaction she has, And we're going to eat something today. Yeah, it's over there. But that's going to be a section, and we're going to also do a section where we talk about a past or present, dry throat, horror host, because we're horror hosting it. So we're going to like feature a horror host. We'll do a section on that. And thanks to Jessica, she got this whole the ball rolling here. She said that Patty was so boring she would rather be reading a dictionary than watch the show. And I couldn't believe she said that. I mean, what in the world?
She didn't say that.
What'd she say? Did I mix that up a little bit?
Yeah, you wrong.
Okay, what did she say?
She said she would enjoy listening to us even read the dictionary.
What a coincidence. Yeah, so I thought we're going to add a new section to the show. Very well done graphics here, by the way. Spookshow. Spookshow. It's not the game Pictionary, no. We're going to be kind of reading out the dictionary, as you might want to say, a couple of terms each week and discussing them. And I thought it would only be fitting that we start this section off with a couple of things that, of course, that we should be talking about. Okay, you can actually look up the word Spookshow on Google. Okay. They basically say if there were a word and if there were a book that you could refer to as it being a Spookshow, it would include terms for ghosts and ghouls and other mythical creatures, as well as words describing chilling atmosphere of a haunted house or an eerie feelings of being spooked. There isn't a book like that, but if there were, that's what Google said would be in it.
That's stupid.
Yeah. If there were a book called a Spookshow, that's what would be in that book, according to Google. So I thought I'd start off with that. And then, of course, we would have to do our name of our show, Spookshow. Okay, this is the term for Spookshow. A Spookshow is also known as a midnight ghost show, which was a theatrical term. It was a term they used, theatrical entertainment, back that it originated in the U.S. back when it was Depression times, you know. Entertainment, cheap entertainment. These shows incorporated stage magic, simulated seances, and other spooky elements, okay? And if you go to Google and look up Spookshow banners and stuff, you can see a lot of what would be used, you know, as Spookshow banners. I like those type of things, the old-fashioned, more of the old-fashioned type look. Yeah, so that's what a Spookshow would be considered, okay? I knew they did magic. They did magic. I knew that they just take common magic things and they make it more of a scary type situation.
Magic is kind of
scary.
Sometimes.
So it's real easy to turn it into something scary, you know what I mean? And of course, gravy. That is scary right there. Okay, according to the thing, a sauce made with cooked meat juices and other ingredients. Now that is pretty interesting. Yes. Spookshow Gravy is the name of our show, of course, so I had to go with that. Not really a scary term by any means. What have we got going on here? Somebody, big windows here, we're seeing like somebody stopped. I don't know. Anyway, back when I was young, you cooked with lard.
Oh yeah.
They didn't call it lard, it was Crisco. It was white lard in a larger can. Crisco. Most people have heard of Crisco. When you think, yeah. They still sell Crisco. It's lard, basically. And my mom, for example, if she would get done making pork chops, there'd be a lot of grease in the pan from the pork chop making. She'd take the pork chops out, and then she'd put in a little bit of more Crisco, okay, because she already had Crisco in there from the pork, the drippings and everything. A little bit more Crisco, and then a little bit of flour, and mix it up, and then we would have gravy. Now, that sounds disgusting and gross, but the gravy was darn good. I mean, that was good gravy. Basically, you're eating fat and grease and ugh, all the yuck.
That's why I don't eat much gravy.
But it was good tasting. You put that on your mashed potatoes, man, oh man, that had a good flavor to it. So my mom could not cook her way out of a wet paper bag, by the way. Neither can she. So
I can't.
No. I can cook, but I certainly do not call myself a real good cook. I just cook. But anyway, that's our first little segment of Spooktionary that we're going to be doing. Thanks to Jessica bringing that up. We're gonna talk about a couple of words out of the Spooktionary. Should I say? Yeah, I think I will touch on this though, because we don't have a movie going or anything. The name of our show, Spook Show Gravy. I think I've talked about this before. Where did that originate from? Go. She's on the show. She don't know anything about it. She don't know nothing about it. No.
I don't get paid to know that.
I don't give you enough pay money, Dar? You got a hole in your...
No.
Okay. No, that's what Dar had, a hole in his pants.
Oh,
because I didn't give him enough pay money to be a cameraman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Spook Show Gravy, I come up with that name years ago, and I was getting it off of Rob Zombie's song Spook Show Baby that I liked. And I thought, I liked Spook Show anyways. It's like, what rhymes with baby that I could put in place of that so it could be Spook Show something? And I come up with gravy. So Spook Show Gravy, it originated from Spook Show Baby, Rob Zombie's song with his wife in it. That's what that's from. It has nothing, I wasn't being super clever. I just needed a rhyming word with baby, and I couldn't think of anything else good. And because it doesn't make sense, nobody has that name. You can Google it, you can YouTube it, and we are the ones that come up. There's no mistaking. It's Spook Show Gravy. Yeah. So that's where that name come from. And let me tell you a little story. I was telling Patty this last night about Rob Zombie. Okay, since we don't have a movie going on, we only have a couple more things to do here. I remember years ago, Eric, her brother Eric.
No, not my brother.
Her sweet brother Eric.
No.
Told me about Rob Zombie having a new album called Hillbilly Deluxe, and it was really good, and there was a lot of music on that he thought I might like. And I said, Rob Zombie, he's the singer from that group White Zombie. He stinks. He yells. He's yelling like this all the time. And I said he stinks. I said I don't think I would like that. Okay, so I left it at that. Eric told me, her brother told me that. And one day I was driving to rehearsal at church. I was driving on the back roads coming from Elkhart, and I don't remember why I was in Elkhart. A song come on the radio that I had never heard before. And I was telling her, I said, remember that part on The Jerk? When Steve Martin is laying in bed at night, right at the beginning, and he starts hearing jazz, and his feet starts tapping, and he starts snapping his fingers because he's like, he's never heard that before. And he's like, if this is out there, well, that's what happened that day with me in the car, in the truck, driving into Elkhart. I heard for the first time Rob Zombie's Spook Show Baby. Spook Show Baby? Spook Show, yeah, Spook Show
That's
Lady.
what you said it was.
Was it Spook Show?
I don't know. You said
No,
Baby.
No, I didn't hear Spook Show Baby. I'm mixing up my own thing. I heard the song Living Dead Girl. Living Dead Girl. First song I ever heard off of the album Hillbilly Deluxe. And I started hearing that, and it's like, I didn't know who it was, okay? I was listening to it on the radio. I turned it up, and I thought, wow, I really like this. They're talking about spooky things. It sounds spooky. Living Dead Girl. I don't know who this is, but I like it. And it's like, I was freaking out. It's like, I got to find out who this is. Well, I went to church, and I told Deza what I heard. She said, well, that's Rob Zombie. And it's like, I said, you're kidding. That was Rob Zombie? Well, of course, I got the album the CD right after that. And looked at all the video. And then suddenly, I was a big Rob Zombie fan. I'm not so much now. But I was then. And I liked that whole album, okay? It was spooky. It was some... and then he kind of went off on the House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Reject. Any hack could have made up those movies. I'm sorry. I expected so much more from him. After seeing his videos and listening to his videos, like, this guy's going to do an old-fashioned type scary, spooky show.
It was just
and
gross.
it was just a hack 'em up, gross out movie that any smo could make, and a lot of smos make them. But I was so disappointed with what I seen there, and Devil's Rejects certainly didn't help any. There was a couple of good points to it. He did have Captain Spaulding in that movie, which a character I very, very much liked. Very good character. It's a crying shame it was wasted on such a terrible movie. But Captain Spaulding was a really good character. And Baby, his wife, she was just absolutely gorgeous. I'm a big fan of Rob Zombie's wife. She probably knows that. She's probably watching this. And yeah, she's just absolutely gorgeous. Always had long hair like she always had, and her hair was really doing the little curly things in there. And you know how I am about hair. I'm a freak about hair. But yeah, big fan of hers. But them movies sucked. Now in the future, we will be talking about Rob Zombie again, but we're going to be talking about Jessica likes this movie too. The Munsters, the new Munsters. Not that I don't like the old. I love the old. I mean, I'll be showing that at Comic-Con. DVD-wise, I'll be showing that running at Comic-Con. But the new Munsters, I liked it. Okay, a lot of people panned that movie and did not like it. I'm not letting you talk at all, are you? You want to talk about it?
Nope.
What do you think about the new Munsters?
It's okay.
I love the colors. The colors, very good coloring. Lighting and everything. That's what I was saying, how they really... Now, when the movie got to like the 3/4 of the way point, or maybe a little before, it started losing traction a little bit. And by the time you were at the end, you were kind of thinking they started up here and they kind of drifted down here. It was kind of like they didn't have a good place to go. I think they definitely set it up for a sequel. But I don't think people took to it as much as they probably would have liked to. When do they, you know? But will they ever do a sequel? Probably not. But it is set up for one because Eddie hadn't come along. So, but I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Who knows, though, with today, how they do things. But I like the movie. We're going to be talking about it in a future show. So
You just talked about it.
I just talked about it. You didn't hear any of that, okay? None of that happened.
I wish I hadn't heard
Anyway, Spooktionary, we're going to be doing that every week. New terms every week. And we're going to be doing Know Your Horror Host every week, probably. And we're going to be trying different foods every week. And speaking of trying different foods, okay, we're gonna try something here, okay? And I'll be right back. I'm not leaving. I'm not walking away. I'm not walking away. I'm back. I'm back. Look what I got here. Treats. Easter treats. Yes, we have to try some Easter treats. You didn't know I got these, did you? Chocolate ring pops. We all know ring pops. You know, they got the, you know, like the sucker on the top of the ring. These are all chocolate. And when you get inside them, there's supposedly little sprinkles inside the chocolate of the thing. You know, yeah. Solid chocolate with sprinkles inside. Okay? I told you we were having watermelon peeps.
Sour watermelon.
Is it? Oh yeah, sour. And then I told you I've never had these before. Rice Krispie treat peeps. Okay?
Not a lot of people like peeps. I do.
I think they sell an awful lot of something
I
that
know,
people
but
don't like, don't you
I
think?
hear a lot of people say they don't like
It's the
peeps.
same people.
It's just marshmallows.
It's the same people that whine and cry about not liking candy corn.
Ew, I don't like candy corn.
I like candy corn. It's an old-fashioned candy, but I like candy corn. Doesn't taste anything like corn. No.
Thank goodness.
But
I still
no, I
don't
like candy corn. I don't know, Jessica, I don't remember if you said you liked it a lot or you really hated it.
I really hate it.
She might have been a really hate one. I'm not really sure. But candy corn, yeah. I think less people like candy corn than Peeps. It's just marshmallows. You say, well, I don't like Peeps. They taste like marshmallows.
Flavored marshmallows.
And now they've got all kinds of flavors. Can you open
I
that?
was going to say, you're not going to be able to open it.
Here's the thing. When we get done trying this out, I still have to show you the I'm going to add on the clip of me coloring eggs, which is not going to be very exciting, and the portion of with some of the pictures from Joseph and stuff like that. But after I get done sampling this, I'm going to wrap up the show, move right along, because I'll have to brush my teeth.
Wow, this smell is strong.
Here, I'll put it.
Dang.
Smell it. Smell it. Smell it.
We have smell-o-vision.
Yeah, smell-o-vision. And it does. You can smell it. It's sour.
Wow.
You can smell it. But yeah, when I get done with here, I'm probably not going to linger too long, and we're going to wrap up the Easter show. Let me say next week's show will be we're not showing a public domain movie again. We're going to review and show and talk about, one of the things we're going to talk about is Death Race 2000 and 2050. Both those movies, we're going to show pictures and talk about the movie. We can't show the movie because somebody wants to make money, but we're going to talk about it, and I have things to talk about that movie, and then we're going to do some other segments along with it. So no public domain movie next week, just us, and talking about Death Race 2000. One of my favorite movies. Now, get the sticky food going. We're going to try out sour watermelon. Everybody likes watermelon. Do you know anybody that don't like watermelon? Doesn't everybody like? This is sour though. What do we know this flavor? Jolly Ranchers. Jolly Ranchers. This tastes like watermelon Jolly Ranchers. And I can't really say, ooh, this is sour. It's not, it's not a Warhead sour. No.
It's okay.
It's okay. But yeah, when you taste this, you think you're eating a Jolly Rancher, watermelon Jolly Rancher. Jolly Ranchers are
like a Jolly Rancher jelly bean.
Jolly Ranchers are fantastic. I don't like the fact they're so slippery though, because you can choke. You don't want to choke on. I don't like people choking on things. Okay. Betty couldn't finish hers. I guess it was too filling. But we're gonna try the I know this show isn't very spooky for Spookshow gravy, but it's an Easter show, so we're kind of toning it down a little bit. Kind of smells like it, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
I still have watermelon in my mouth, but
I don't really taste the Rice Krispie. Just tastes like a normal.
I know I got watermelon in my mouth at the same time, but
it just tastes like a normal old peep.
I don't think it tastes like that, but
because Rice Krispies are made with marshmallow, so I don't taste it.
Yeah, there's not much.
It's just a normal peep.
It almost is, yeah. The very slightest difference. Yeah, but like I said, it's Rice Krispies with marshmallow. So, you see yeah. So there's not a big difference, no. But, yeah. So that was kind of disappointed. I don't know what I was expecting, really, on that. But I'm not a big fan of, she always liked Rice Krispie treats when we got married. I remember you said you liked them a lot. I'm not a huge fan of it myself, but and there's two of us, so ring pops, chocolate ring pops. And the guy that don't have enough teeth in his mouth has to open everything with his teeth. Oh my, I don't think I can wear this. Oh, I can barely get it on my little finger. Now, I don't have gigantic hands, and I can barely put it past my fingernail.
It's too big for my little finger.
I guess it's for kids
but
more so.
But I can't get it on my other finger.
But yeah, this is like, I can't get it on at all. Man, oh man. Yeah. Supposedly now, when you bite into this top part, the sprinkles are in here. Not in the ring part, but. This is hard. There are sprinkles in, but
I see 4 sprinkles.
kind of hard. I don't have all good chomping teeth.
It's like a Nestle's Crunch. That's kind of what the vibe I'm feeling. A Nestle's Crunch. Yeah.
We tried it. I hadn't seen chocolate ring pops before. Have you?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Kind of hard.
Mm-hmm.
I like chocolate bunnies. Hollow ones. Don't you?
Oh.
Hollow ones.
I just like chocolate.
Well, growing up, once I found out there was white chocolate, and there was a time when I didn't know there was such a thing, my mom always made sure she got me white chocolate Easter bunnies because I loved white chocolate. Still do.
I don't.
Fantastic. It blows, to me, it blows chocolate away.
I don't like dark chocolate.
It just, oh, I love semi-sweet. I call it semi-sweet.
Yeah, it's bitter to me.
Oh, yeah, it is bitter. You have to have a taste for it. Cheese yogurt and grapefruit. I can't eat either one of those things. Semi-sweet chocolate, yeah, I like that. And white chocolate. I thought you liked white chocolate.
Mm-mm.
Not at all?
I could take one bite of it and I'm
Good
done.
quality white chocolate is just fantastic. Nowadays, the white chocolate bunnies are not quite as flavorful as they were back when I was a kid. They probably make them with ingredients that don't kill you as much. Believe me, the ingredients that kill you taste a lot better. And I've been running on chemicals all these years, and I'm okay. I'm all right. So I think they're worried about things that, you know, you end up at the end. We all end up dying anyways. No, you don't want to rush it. That's what Ann always said. Well, I'm going to die anyway. I don't want to die anyways early, but I don't think it's as... I think some people just do well and some people don't. You know, with anything. Eating, life, you know, just... Yeah. So, and that's what that comes down to. Okay, I'm sorry that the show wasn't spooky this time. There's no spookiness about it. We had... Everything was lighthearted because it was Easter. Sorry about that, but we did have our news section. Thanks to Jessica, it was a Spooktionary, and we're going to keep doing that. We're going to add other sections to the show. But like I said, I'm not going to show public domain every time because first of all, nobody's watching them, and I'm kind of mad at YouTube for giving me a strike on something that I researched and before and after. And it's public domain. So I'm not sure why they didn't give me a warning to pull it down or something. They just give me a strike, and I'm not too happy. You know, there is so much copyright infringement on YouTube, it isn't even funny. Do they try to keep up on it more than they used to? Yeah, they do. But there is still so much of it. I mean, they got their foot in the door for years letting people do copyright infringement. I mean, for years, they didn't enforce it at all. That's how they made their millions and got their foot in the door to begin with. Now that they've got their foot in the door, suddenly they're all about doing rules. You know what I mean? Suddenly we're trying to... Yeah, that's because your company is ruling the roost now. So it's like, oh, I guess we can enforce the rules now and afford to because we're running the show. We weren't to begin with, but now that we are... Now let's do the rules. Yeah, YouTube is outdoing all the networks, all the streaming channels. YouTube is the #1 streamer. It is #1. That's why our show is on it. That's why they're #1. I'm not blaming, sure, we're not getting paid for this, though. They do run commercials on a few of our shows. I mean, we have an old show where we do the Fortnite bus. It's had 12,000 views. They run commercials on that, okay? I didn't say to run commercials. They do it anyway because people are watching. That they want to make revenue. They're making revenue off my stuff. And I don't care about that. I just don't really want commercials on our show, you know? And that's the way that is. So coming up right after this, we're going to end the show here, and you will see a brief segment of me dyeing eggs at the kitchen table that we have to do next. And then I will show you some pictures from Joseph that you can look at, and maybe even a clip or two. and then the show will end. So thanks for watching our non-spooky. It really wasn't spooky. This is probably our not as spookiest, but it's Easter. What can you do?
Easter's not spooky.
It is not spooky. Yeah, yeah. Easter bunnies are just not spooky.
No.
But anyway, yeah. So thanks for watching. And next week, Death Race 2000. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Watch it. If you haven't watched it and you've been living all these years, you can say you've never watched it. What in the world? What have you been doing? Now I can see you not watching 2050.
Do you live in a cave?
Yeah, I can see you not watching Death Race 2050. That wasn't quite the same. I think that came out in 2017. This is 76, I believe. And you got to watch it. You got to take it with a grain of salt what it was about at that time. Yeah, but it was good, and we'll go into that more so next week on Spookshow Gravy. We on? We just got done doing our show. 50 minutes. 50 minutes. So if you guys are still on here. Okay, this is I'm trying the egg coloring thing of looks like paws. Is that what you say? Paws?
I don't know, to be honest
I mean,
with you.
It's back when I was a kid. All they had was 6 pellets, and that was it. You got this. You got a box. It was 6 pellets. You put it in the water, and that was your choices. There was nothing else. And then they started adding more, but basically they're all the same. Anyway, we thought we'd try out for Easter for our show because this is spooky. We're gonna try out some. We're gonna do egg dyeing. Okay, we're gonna dye 4 eggs. 4 different colors, okay? And they give us these little bags with no seal on the top, and not a whole lot of room for egg and dyeing and stuff. You know, and then they give you these gloves, which I like to wear gloves anyway. But of course they give you gloves because they give you these crappy bags, okay? I'm not using these bags, needless to say. We are going to be using baggies so we can put the dye into it and close the end so the dye stays in the bag while we're okay. Anyway, we had to stop the camera there. Patty sneezed and she had to shut the camera off. And so I think I was talking about the fact that we want to put the eggs in baggies, and they want you to rub. They want you to put a little dye in here, and then they want you to rub the thing around it. I've never done this before. I don't think I need the gloves, and if I'm going to screw up, I feel like I'm going to screw up more.
Well, they don't want the dye getting on your hands.
And these are beautiful gloves. I might keep these for the show. I like to wear gloves. Have to cut the fingers off, you know. No, I can't. I feel like I can't do anything with these on. Tell you what, we'll put them on.
That's the risk you take.
No, what I'm saying is, I think we'll get the. I don't think I want to cut and everything with the gloves on. Okay, so I'm going to pull the waste basket over here. I'm going to pickle, stay back, cut off the top, and then I'm going to put probably more than a couple of drops. Yeah, and I'm not going to keep it, and I'm going to seal it. That's what we're going to do. Okay, and do the same thing with the other 4 eggs. Cut the end. Yeah, they want you to put like 2 drops in. I didn't put 2 drops in.
Dang.
Yeah, that looks like a recipe for disaster for sure.
Especially if a kid was doing it.
Yeah. Need like a whole body glove on. One to go. I thought that was green, but I guess not. And then we got red.
You got green, purple, blue,
and red.
Red.
I got a little bit probably on my finger. No, I didn't.
Uh-oh, it's there for life.
No, I thought it's on the scissors, and I thought I got it on my finger, but I didn't. Okay, so everything's sealed. And what they want you to do now is they want you to rub the egg around on the thing, get it all, it looks like no problem at all, wouldn't you say? And yeah, they only want you to put a couple of drops in the bag, and since we're only doing 4 eggs, I figured it could...
So do you have to leave it in the bag till it completely dries?
It would be in there for days.
That's what I mean. But if you go to take it out, you're going to get the dye all over you.
No, because I'm going to...
Use the gloves?
Well, not only that, I have a egg container. Where's the egg container at?
This, you can... on the box,
no, I'm not,
on the back,
yeah, I know how they
holes
have.
punch out.
I know they have that. That is not a good idea, folks. Okay, stop the camera just for a sec. All right, I'm going to put the gloves back on against my better judgment here. And all we're going to do is we're going to try. I'm going to dump the egg out into the. See, this is where I'm going to have a problem. I can't get the baggie open. I can't do it this way. You have no grip.
Open the baggie and then put the gloves on.
No, I'm going to just dump it.
Okay.
Okay. Just trying to make...
It's going to take forever to dry.
Yeah, it's going to take forever to dry because they only want you to put a couple of drops in, and I did not do so.
And you overdid it.
Yeah. Okay. Not coming out.
You're not very good at this, are you?
It's not coming out of the end. Yeah, that's got a lot of dye on it.
Maybe by next week it'll be dry.
Yeah. Eggs will be fresh then too.
Mm.
So far so good.
They do look swirly.
Okay, now I am going to put this on so I can move the eggs into place better. Yeah. Getting a little bit of red on the purple, and they said you could mix colors if you wanted to mix colors. But that's basically what we got here with the dye. Yeah, see, I touched purple and I touched it there, and it put a little bit of purple on there.
Oh well.
I'm gonna take this off inside out.
Yep.
And go down there. Got a little bit of dye. The thing is, I don't remember touching anything. It's like it went through the glove. I don't really know. We don't really need any of this.
It gives you stickers to put on them.
Yes.
If you want to.
Well, static electricity. I can't get this off my hand. See, I put it in there and it comes right back up. I'm moving
can't see it.
I'm moving it. Yes, they give you stickers. Cosmic stickers because you're doing dye, I guess. So,
okay.
Yes. So, yes, those are handsome. I never really used stickers much, and I never really did the crayon.
Yeah.
The wax crayon. Anyway, that's our egg coloring thing, and they're very, compared to old egg coloring color, you know, with the pills, these are, you really see these are colored.
It's because you dumped all the dye in there.
I think they, even if I had done it with a couple of things, I think it would have been still more vibrant than the pills, you know. The pills will dye your hands too, though. If they will. They, you know, we used to do this with Dar all the time. It was kind of I'd have all kinds of cups lined up. I'd get every color under the sun, and I'd let him do all kinds of cups. And yeah, that's another thing we didn't talk about Easter, about how we used to put the eggs out in the backyard for Dar to hunt. We did well over 100 every time. We would put money and
plastic eggs we put outside.
Yes. We'd put candy, money, substantial money sometimes in the eggs, and Dar would hunt them. Very, very, you know, and there were so many that Dar would almost get tired of hunting them because there was just so much. Well, the one year we did it, we learned, you know, because we put Reese cup type material, candies in it. And I put the eggs out before Dar got here, and when Dar didn't live here, and when we went out there, we realized that the squirrels could smell the peanut butter, and they cracked open a few of those plastic eggs and got the candy out of it before Dar got a chance. It was kind of weird. We never had squirrels do that before. We have a lot of squirrels here because we got like the trees of all the neighborhood. We got 3 giant trees, and they live here a lot. And yeah, they got into Dar's candy. Dar didn't care. Dar had so much candy, so much money, so much, you know, he didn't care. But it was weird. It's like, so from that point on, I did not put candy out in the backyard too early, because it was like a couple hours before Dar got here, and I shouldn't have done that. So anyway, that was our Easter hunting story, and that's our Easter eggs. Patty might eat these eggs. I don't know.
Heck yeah, I'll eat them.
Yeah.
Once they're dry.
Yeah, once they're dry. I don't really, I like hard-boiled eggs, but I don't eat them every day. She eats them 5 days a week.
Yep.
For breakfast. 2 eggs every day. I make them for her ahead of time. That way she don't have to make them first thing in the morning because that's a pain in the butt. But I make them for her, and she has them in the morning with her. What did you eat? You eat Special K?
No, I don't eat cereal.
What did you eat?
The grapefruit, half a grapefruit.
See? Grapefruit. Just what I warned you about. She's grapefruit. Nobody.
2 boiled eggs and half a grapefruit.
I guess it's a punishment thing. I guess. I don't know, but it's gross.
It's making me live longer.
Okay, so there's benefits to some people and downsides to others. Eggs went down, by the way. We were talking about this for a couple weeks ago. It was almost, they were almost $9 for an 18 pack down at Walmart. It was like upper 8s. And this week they were down to $6.62. And we thank the Lord for Biden and Kamala Harris for all they've done to help us bring down the egg prices, because they are just a wonderful group of people.
Okay, this show is not political.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway,
you done?
We're done with the eggs. If you hang around, you'll see a few pictures of Joseph, of us, Joseph, maybe a clip or two. Okay, see you next time on Spookshow Gravy.
Hey.